when we talk about appearing for a GD or an interview, they are not interested in how stiff your collar is or how well dressed you are. Basically, you should give an impression that it's a formal occasion, so you should not be very casually dressed. But apart from that, you just need to be yourself. It should appear that you're not taking the whole process casually, so that should get reflected in your dressing. But over and above that, there's no need to go for scarves or bow ties or be very specific about the color of the leather shoes and so on and so forth. So there's nothing to be finicky about. All you need to make sure is that you're properly and appropriately dressed for formal occasions and don't land up in your torn jeans. Semi-formal is okay. I've heard of people who also got through their interviews with a GD, with a jeans and t-shirt approach, even carrying a guitar along. But that's a little extreme. But as far as smart casuals are concerned, I think they are definitely in. Again, the impression should not come that you are a casual person and you're not taking the particular meeting, you're not giving it the due importance it deserves, because that reflects sadly on your seriousness of intention to do an MBA from the B school. Most importantly, the person who starts a GD has a responsibility also. It's a popular saying that with great power comes great responsibility. So if you're seizing the power of starting the GD, the onus of laying a structure on the GD and giving it the correct direction is on you. And if you fail in doing that, instead of scoring extra brownie points, you get negative marks, in the assessor's head. So please avoid just jumping the gun and trying to start. If you've not been able to collect your thoughts, if you think there's nothing meaningful you can add at that moment, it's better not to start, but to wait for the correct opportune moment where you've collected your thoughts, where you can create an impact. Okay, so in the rush to make the first impact, you might lose out on the impact as well, the overall impact. Wrapping up a GD, the important part in wrapping up a GD is that it's not really in your hands. Either the person who's assessing asks you to wrap up the GD, then you wrap it up, or simply the time runs out and the last person who was speaking was trying to wrap it up. And most probably when the assessor asks you to wrap it up, he does so because he feels that you've not been able to contribute much to the GD. And probably he wants to check out whether you really have some thoughts and were unable to do so, or you don't have any important things to contribute at all. Okay, many people approach an interview like it's a quiz. If I give the wrong answer, if I don't know the answer, my marks are deducted. It's not like that in an interview. An interview is a process where people are trying to know you, and obviously you're not an encyclopedia, you're not Superman, so you cannot know the answer to each and every question which is posed at you. The point is, do you realize that, or do you try to project yourself as a know-all? With everything, ultimately, you have to give an impression that you are a confident person, you know how to go about things and you know how to achieve it, you're aware of yourself, your surroundings, and most importantly, you can work well with people. You have to create an impression that you're a go-getter. So ultimately they should get an impression that yes, you're a smart person who's capable of understanding himself, his surroundings, and working well in all conditions and with people around him. So